This is A Stranger's Gamble, Lords of Chance, Book 3, by Tarah Scott. Narrated by George Ellington. Copyright Tarah Scott 2021. This is a Scarsdale Publishing production. All rights reserved. No part of this publication may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means without the prior written permission of the author, nor be otherwise circulated in any form of binding or cover other than that in which it is published, and without a similar condition being imposed upon a subsequent purchaser. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents are either the product of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously, and any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, business establishments, events, or locales is entirely coincidental. Sophie Shaw has no intention of cooperating with her father's plan to marry her to an impoverished marquess. She intends to enjoy her freedom into her dotage, while remaining under the not-so-watchful eye of her father. Then, and only then, will she consider marriage to a man who does not need her money. Adam Scott, Earl of Monthemer, lost his father, wealth, and the woman he loved all in the same day. When his father lost a game of cards at Madame Fleming's gaming hall, the same establishment owned by the woman Adam had planned to marry, the old Marquis returned home and shot himself. As the new Marquess of Monthemer, Adam does the unthinkable. He sells the remaining valuables and pays his father's creditors. Before he can retreat to the small Highland estate entailed to the Monthemer title, live his dream of raising horses, and forget the woman who ripped apart his life and soul, he must locate and marry a wealthy heiress. A marriage of convenience will save his home, and possibly damn what remains of his heart to hell. Chapter 1. Adam Scott looked from the newspaper he was reading to the glass of brandy that sat on the table to his right. This was his fourth brandy at his club. The liquor, along with the warmth of the fire burning in the hearth, had relaxed him to the point that he considered going to Lena's to see if he could persuade her to spend the rest of the evening with him in bed. They'd spent a good part of the afternoon in bed, but he felt 10 years younger than his 32 years, and believed he could make a night of love-making. He lifted the brandy to his lips and caught sight of two long-time friends. Alistair and Nick walked with purpose across the carpeted floor, and he realized they were headed toward him. Their grim expressions told him they had news he wasn't interested in hearing. When they reached him, he finished his brandy in one gulp, then said, "You two look as if you've just come from a funeral."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?